I think
So you totaled your truck, or you just supposed to be out of truck now and then pay for a van to be operated?
basically, you know, yeah. Anyway, we're live.
Holy shit, man.
So while we're waiting for people to show up, yeah. So that's where we're at. I'm minus the truck, and it still hurts. You know, I've had what gets me. I've been looking at, you know, cheap trucks. There ain't no such thing as a cheap truck anymore. You know, even trucks my age, my working, they're going for $3,000 for even at 97. Trucks hold their price. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. I haven't had a truck payment since I bought that damn truck. I paid cash for it, because I had that small inheritance from when my father died. I think that's what bothered me more than anything. It's sort of
I wouldn't recommend payment.
What?
Said I wouldn't recommend payments because you're on a fixed income, money's tight as it is, with payments also comes full coverage insurance. It's basically going to cost you a shitload more money. So
absolutely,
you might as well, limp along with this van and hold that shit down for a little bit until you save some money and buy something.
Yeah,
3,000, right. 3,000 beats walking.
Absolutely,
you can pick up something like that.
Also,
but if you get into something bigger, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more. It's nickel and dime payments, but it's a hell of a lot more. And then when you add all the rest,
I don't want payments. I mean, I haven't had a vehicle payment since 2010. What I want to start for now at my age. As you said, fixed income. But I put a phone call in to my cousin. The one that messes around with scrap cars, right? See if he's got, and because occasionally he'll get, as you said, what somebody called totaled, and he can get him running. You know what I'm saying? And roadworthy. See if he's got anything. The price should be right. That's what I'm thinking. So that's where we're at right now. Anyway. So anyway, let's see who's in people coming in the chat yet. Yeah, there's a few people. Welcome to Rick's Life as I See It. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. I'm just waiting here for people to show up before I get started. I was just talking to Rob here. By the way, I got to go to the doctor's Friday because it'd be 2 weeks, but my leg's healed up. And to be honest with you, I mean, there's a couple of, it's like a scar there where it was, but there's no scabs, there's no nothing. It's smooth skin. Just looks, like pink flesh where somebody hurt, where it's healed up. So my leg's good. So things are on the mend there. So, hey, at least I'm trying to be cheerful here. There's always somebody worse off than yourself. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, my truck got totaled on Monday. So that's the highlight of my week so far. Getting it organized, and the robbing bastards who come and took it. I mean, it's the Chevy dealer in town who has the contract for picking up wrecks off the road when the police call them and shit. And but I was saying, they're trying to charge me $490 for picking it up. Can you believe that? It's outrageous. It's like I'm living in New York. Jesus Christ. So
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
oh
Yeah, here it's pretty pricey. It depends whether you broke down and call the tow truck or if the police call the tow truck. If a police calls one here, they call that a high priority call, meaning like the vehicle's blocking traffic or in an intersection. So the tow company legally has to kind of drop whatever they're doing and get on that. So they hit you for extra money. So, you know, getting towed 6 blocks might be $300. That's it, you know, 6 blocks. So if you called one yourself, you might get that tow for 150. Maybe, depending on your vehicle. If it's not a low vehicle or anything special, or you know, considered a heavy vehicle, but the average pickup truck shouldn't be considered that. So, yeah, maybe a 3,500 or something. Yeah. But there's a difference. So it's basically, for you to just be out there getting hit with costs like that, that's kind of shocking. I mean, damn, they're really giving to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, but the police called them and they had the road cleared up and ready to go. No, somebody said, missed the beginning of my story. My friend was driving the truck going to the doctor's and the back end span out on her. She lost control of it and went into a ditch. Hey, I mean, literally, the front's caved in, airbags have gone off, and all that. I mean, and by the look, from what I haven't actually been down and seen it. I've only seen pictures. I know the radiator got crushed, you know, because there was steam coming out of it and, and all kinds of stuff. So, how far back? I mean, and that engine on that truck, it's mighty tight in there. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of room. If it gets crushed in, that radiator's got to be touching up against the motor already. You know, so it's possible it could be totaled.
The radiator could have helped save it too a little bit. You know, because in a truck like that, you got an older steel bumper, not this plastic crap. So,
yeah, well, I mean,
fenders are steel, all that type of stuff. So,
you know,
yeah, it's possible because I mean, you might just have a bent fan or something, clutch fan or something like that, or it's definitely worth taking a look at. If it's body parts, a control arm, something like that, CV joint on the front, radiator. I mean, with the buddy that's got a garage and junkyard or something, you might be in business.
Yeah. I'll get my buddy who I hang out with every day. He's the mechanically minded one. I'm more like take him down there with me. I got to go get my stuff out of it anyway if I'm not going to keep it. You know what I'm saying? It's my handicap sticker still hanging in the window. I need that. That's good in any vehicle. So that kind of so I got to get some stuff. If it's totaled and I sign it over, I got to go. I want to go get them. I got shit all behind the seats and stuff. There's even a whole. God damn! I just remembered. There's about 500 rounds of ammo in the truck too. Of assorted ammo.
There was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was. So I mean, there's stuff I got to get out of there. I want to get my gun safe that's under the chair. Luckily, it's not bolted down. I just got it strapped in with one of those wires, metal wire things, so I can unhook that and get my safe out. Luckily, there's not a firearm in it, because there was. I doubt there'd be one in it now. So yeah. Now there we go. That's my week so far. You know, and I thought, okay, my leg's getting better. Things are looking up. You know, there you go. Somebody else hits you, keeping you down. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's a conspiracy, trying to keep the man down. You know, never lets him get ahead. But there's always somebody worse off than myself, is the way I got to look at it. You know, but there we go. Ain't no point crying over it and getting mad. I can't bring it back. The damage is done. So, you know, but I mean, I'm hoping my cousin, who deals in scrap cars, I left him a message today, but he never called me back. He's terrible at returning calls. But I'm going to ask him. I mean, if he wants it, he can pay to get it out of Hawk. You know what I'm saying? With the place now. So I never know. He deals in them a lot. He might be able to get it. He might have some deal with him where he takes cars off him for X amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but
maybe
we'll find out.
I don't know. I hope your partner there takes a little bit of accountability and offers to help out somehow. So
Yeah.
Because I know I'd be a little upset to lose a vehicle for nothing. I mean, it's one thing somebody runs a stop sign and hits you or something like that, but just I don't know what happened. It just got away from me. That's when a guy might buy a wood chipper. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what happened. It just got away from me. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It just got away from me. But luckily, I still got my van. Yeah, at least we got the van. So there we go. Yeah, it's the thought
that's
that
hopefully.
I don't have a vehicle is what's bothering me more than anything. Even if I don't drive anywhere, I want the vehicle sitting outside. In case I do need to go somewhere.
It's a resource in case of an emergency, doctor's appointment. You get whatever, frustrated, want to go for a drive, whatever. It's just you've suffered a loss. Put it that way.
I have. I've suffered a loss. So I don't know what else to tell you, but I will have more details next week when I talk to you all again. Because I've got to make a decision.
You got any prizes in the truck?
Any what?
Any prizes that you were supposed to mail out?
No. Why?
I don't know, because sometimes you throw them in the truck, so when you're in town, you don't forget.
Well, I'll find out who there is when I go in. When I go.
Yeah, I'll just say, something to look for too, just in case.
I'm going to try to go tomorrow because, if I think it's fixable, I got to get it out before the price gets too high.
Yeah.
Because I'm already at what?
Well, either way, do not loan her the 308. Don't let her borrow that. Said, don't let her borrow the 308. Either way, I'm not liking where this is going. I don't like it.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to come on here tonight and, I don't know, talk something, guns or whatever, change the subject. Totally nothing to do with firearms or guns or my truck. It's to do with my model railroad. Mr. 308's got bad juju. No, 308's fantastic. It really is. Yeah, I know it's coming back on my mind, but the ammo I got sitting in the truck, it's inside a blue carry bag. Sitting in, and you're right, it could be gone because it was, you know, the center hump in the middle, that's where it was sitting in the bag. You know, it wasn't hidden anywhere. It was right in the open in the bag, right in the center. I thought, God damn, I just remembered that. You know, because I just kept it there for when I went shooting. I just pulled it out and, you know, took what ammo I needed out of it to shoot that day. Then when I got home, I took more out there and threw it in the bag. You know, so there we go. But anyway, where was I saying? Yes, my model railroad. Oh man, I got it. I got all the wiring in the back, and I got it all hooked up, and I'm using terminal blocks and color coded wire, and it's, oh man, it looks great. I get it all hooked. Spent hours doing it because I told you, electricity and me do not get on at all. You know, I know it's only, you know, AC current and all, and it's DC and all, AC, DC shit. And it's not, but I don't trust. Ever since I burnt my truck, well, it wasn't a truck. It was back in the day when Datsun was still a vehicle. I had a Datsun 180B Triple S. And it was a beautiful car, that thing. Oh, man. Twin carbs, tinted windows, 5-speed gearbox. This is back in the 80s now. You know? And I put a new stereo in it, and a few days after I did that, the damn thing caught fire on me. And the car was totaled. And ever since then, I've been leery of messing around with electrics. You know, what was that, 40 odd years ago now, 50 years? And it stuck in my mind. So you can tell how much it got to me. Well, anyway, I got this all done. I'm looking at it. It looks good. All the color coded and everything else. And I'm sitting there. And so I get the 2 wires coming out. You know, I hooked them all up for everything. We're now hooked them up to the power source, turned it on. Nothing. Didn't even work. Because what I was wiring was the actual turnouts. You know, we're electrifying the turnouts, or just hit a switch and it would move for when the train came around. See, and because I have a bad back and I can't move around that much, I've actually turned, because I'm using a 4x8 right now. I've turned it on it. I got it leaning on its side for I can work underneath. So it's looking good. So my own fault. I should have tested it first, but I set the table back up so it's sitting correctly. Then went and tested it. Nothing worked. I went, oh man. So I had to turn it back over again and go through my wiring, and I can't see what in the hell I did wrong. I really can't. I mean, I've been studying it for 3 days. You know, and I'm thinking, I'm looking at my paperwork, and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm going, well, yeah, that's there. Why isn't it working? Wow. I got it working late last night, and I finished it off today. What it was is basically on some of the terminal blocks, because basically color coding. I'm using yellow for this on the solenoid switch. It's a basic solenoid switch. So the center wire is yellow. Then I got a red and a black. So I got all the reds, all the yellows, all the blacks. That I'm using on switch because being a solenoid, you hold it too long, you're going to burn it out. So just flick it, it switches. As soon as you let go of it, it flips back to off. You know, then you flip it again to turn it the other way. So I got this whole thing out, and what it was is the yellow power. I had to cross a wire over from one side to the other to get it to. Once I'd done that, I told you, electricity, I don't understand, but I had to put. It had these terminal strips. This was an 8-block terminal block, and it had these things that were red and black, and it had you just slide them behind the screws, screw them down. So I had all the yellow on one side, put this thing in there down the other side, and it started working. You know, I told you it was something simple, and it took me for most somebody else would have figured it out in 5 minutes, but it took me 3 days to figure that out. So I got it working now, sort of. There's a couple of them that are, I think I got the wires crossed because they're not working exactly right, but they all got power. Let's put it that way. So I can flip it back up. Then the actual, I'll rewire them when I got it the other. So that was my other project I'm working on. Now there you go. So I'm keeping myself busy, and yeah, my and the top of my list was to buy my 22 conversion for my AR-15. I was going to get a CMMG 22 conversion, drop in bolt group, three 25 round magazines. I think it was going to be $149. I believe the last time I looked. It might have gone up since then. I think that was the sell price. And it was at the top of my list of my next thing to buy. Well, now I got to be looking at vehicles and stuff like that. I got to start saving my money. So my hobbies are going to have to take a back seat for the next few months while I save some money up. Hey Vanessa, to get myself a new vehicle. And that's another thing, guys. I'm limited. There's only I have difficulty getting in and out of vehicles now because of my disabilities, right? As you know, I got the step that I step onto, hold on to the bar, the handle inside the door on the frame, to slide myself into the truck. Now, that truck, I got some wide doors, makes it nice and easy. Now, certain cars only got little doors, and they're low to the ground. It's so there's only certain vehicles that I can actually. Oh yeah, I could buy or get a small car, but what's the point of getting one like even with the van, right? When I get in that, I have to sort of like stick my head in first, because if I sit in the seat and swing, I can't get it. I'm taller than the damn thing. I can't get in it. I have to sort of go in at a funny angle to get in. So that it's not easy being me. You guys ought to try it sometime. So, and really, I want. Hey, Gizzard, yeah, you're not late this time. Well, you are late, but you're not showing up as we're closing. But
It's getting better.
I want a truck. I've had a truck for years. So gives a Gary look. It's the Rick and Rob show, basically. Yeah. It is. So besides a truck, what else has wide, doors that are easy to get in and out of? There ain't many with vehicles.
No Crown Vic.
Well, yeah, but they're kind of low to the ground though.
Yep, but the seat's a bench, so you can lay down for 5 minutes, get your strength before you get your feet under you.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, you got a good point. But yeah, those old cars back then, they were made. But today they're a lot smaller, or everything's crammed in. It's so. Gives it Gary 70s model 2-door cars. Doors are huge. Yeah, they used to make cars in the old days that were cars. You can get in and out of without any hassles. Yeah, they were easy to work on. You could stand inside the motor while you worked on it, the motor compartment, because there was so much room around the motor. Now it's hell. Now you got to remove I saw something the other day. A friend of mine was looking at a car, and you practically had to drop the motor out or drop it down to be able to get the spark plugs out of it, because it's crammed in so far back, underneath the dash. I thought, Jesus Christ. So that's the world. But no, I think I'm going to hound my cousin again tomorrow. Or I might even go over there, and see what he's got, or has he got anything? Because I don't know why. As I said, he's got anything. He might have. What I'm hoping is he's got something. And we can come to some arrangement, and I can drive it off his property. You know what I'm saying? Without much cash changing hands. That's what I'm hoping for. So,
does he run a business over there?
Yeah, sort of.
So,
I wouldn't know. That's what you do. There's not. He's got a job, but he also deals in take cars off of people, stuff like that, and there's here strip them down for parts.
All right, so yeah, you take the girl with you. You go over there, you figure out a deal, and then you have her work it off, changing parts.
Yeah. So, so I'm hoping, as I said, sometimes he gets vehicles over there that are runnable. They run. They just might have a big dent in the back or something, or people say that, some of them are like your Crown Vic. Somebody's parents have died, and they've had that car sitting out in the garage for years, and they just want to get rid of the damn thing because they're clearing up the property or whatever. Here, take it off their hands, or they want to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So occasionally he gets the odd vehicle that's drivable. So that's what I'm hoping he's got. And I've seen he's had a couple of trucks out there in the past that were usable. You might have to put new tires on them, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, they weren't the best looking in the world. They had some rust on them, and they had some maybe a couple of dings in them and shit like that. I remember one he had there that was drivable. The whatchamacallit was missing. The tailgate was missing off of it. That was about the only. It was, the bed was beat up to hell. Not beat up, but the inside of it was all, scratched and shit because it was a working truck, but it ran. Yeah, actually, that kind of thing. That's all. I'm just looking for lack of a better word, a beater. Just to get around it. Because where do I go? I go down to the diner and home again. So I don't need a lot. So. Hey, Patriot in the Dark, how you doing? I'm glad to see you finally come back. I know you were first in the room tonight, but that was before we started. Then you disappeared on me. So, did you hear that I don't have a vehicle anymore? It got totaled. So, yeah, that's the highlight of my week. It's kind of I'm kind of bummed talking about it. Oh God! If I don't laugh, I'd cry. Yeah, I love that truck. I know it was old and it was rusting, and but it was mine. It was paid for. It was comfortable. It was still, the interior was in great condition still. The motor was running excellent, So it would have lasted me. It would have lasted me till I died. Because I didn't put many miles on it. I kept it. I changed the oil when it needed changing, and that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, you can get attached to vehicles.
Yeah. You can. I got attached to that one.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
And I've damn near had a tear come to my eye, and certain things have happened with certain vehicles. Really have. When my truck goes, I've thought about burying it and coming back to visit it later.
Yeah. Oh, that truck of yours needs. You just can't take it to the scrap heap. You got to do something.
Yeah, it's something, man. Been through a lot.
Yeah, if it gets beyond where it's, that's it. It's over. Get it crushed into a cube or something and put it as an ornament in the yard or something.
Something, yeah. It's lasted way longer than the average marriage these days. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Gotten like 20 years out of there.
Yeah, that's what I
still using it.
Get it crushed into a cube and put it in your yard as an ornament outside.
Something,
get it where you can stick an umbrella in it or something. Offer give you some shade. In the summertime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to do something.
And turned into my coffin.
You just can't scrap that car, that truck. You've over the years you've had it. How long you had it? About 20 years now?
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon you must have touched every part on that car.
A lot of it, yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot. Brake line, all the regular maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
But when you talk dollar wise, I don't know. I'd say including buying it and what I put into it, I probably got, I don't know, $7,000 in it, maybe.
Yeah, but over 20 years, that's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like a year of car payments, maybe 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But hey, you still
not even nowadays.
You still might have a few more years left in that thing yet.
Yeah, it's still running.
Yeah,
still putting loads on and working it. So I will admit, it's seen a lot of better days, and I can't load it
like you used
safely like I used to. But the bed's bed's got a lot of rust, the cab corners, rockers. It's getting there. It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the way I see it, every mile I get is a free mile in a sense, for what I got into it. It's just seems crazy to you know, spend a lot on something that I'm just throwing gravel and lumber and all this shit into, so.
yeah. Oh, I totally understand. I totally understand.
And as
Yeah,
far as reliability, like that cracks me up. Like watching some of these newer videos with these, the new trucks and shit breaking
yeah.
down on test drives, the motors are blowing up, all types of shit. Like that's crazy. I mean, people say they like new because there's no I think there's more problems with new now than there is with a decent old vehicle. Honestly, all vehicles have maintenance. I mean, you gotta get that out of the way first. But I've never been stranded somewhere like with my older vehicles. So I don't know you know how people always justify I got to get to work, so I need an. If you got to get to work, get your ass an older proven vehicle. Don't buy the newest damn thing that's going to spend half the time in the shop.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they don't make vehicles like they used to. They were made to last. Today they're throwaways.
Yeah, yeah, and they're one of the worst investments you can do now,
Yeah.
especially if you do end up buying new, because as soon as you drive it off the lot, you almost instantly 20% off the top of any vehicle. So a lot of these people that bought them a few years ago, they're backwards on the deal. With
Oh yeah.
they overpaid and the vehicle depreciated so much over these last 3-4 years that they owe more than the damn thing's worth.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Because
it's just a bad deal all the way around, man.
yeah, because I think now the salesman to get you to drive that car off the lot, I think they offer you up to 7 or 8 years financing now on a vehicle.
Some of them, yeah, 6.5 years,
Yeah.
7 years. Yep.
So they're doing all kinds of stuff to get you out of them. Oh yeah, I mean, I went to a website looking for a vehicle because I was looking. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I was looking at vehicles. I didn't. All of it. I just got on the website, was browsing through what vehicles they had on their lot. Oh man, I'm getting emails constantly trying to sell me a vehicle, and I didn't even. I didn't. All I did was click on pictures. You know what I'm saying? But they know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Tracked me down.
Yep.
Next thing you know, I'm
Yeah.
expecting phone calls pretty soon. And I ain't said a word to anybody. All I did was clicked on a few pictures, And say, we sell you browsing on the website. We saw you look at this, the couple of vehicles I looked at. They said, we saw you looked at these vehicles. Can we offer you, you want to come in and make an appointment to test drive? I thought, Jesus Christ. I was just looking.
Yeah, those guys are struggling right now. Technically, there's a lot of people aren't spending money like they were. So yeah.
Oh, that same website sent me an email this afternoon. Found the vehicle for you. They don't even know my name, right? Just found the vehicle for you. It was
Oh, they
it was
found a new
it
free
was a
vehicle.
2000. It was a 2017, I think, Silverado, right? $31,000. I said, kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going into debt for $30,000 for a truck. Come on, get a grip, man. You know? So, have you seen the price of new pickup trucks? It's
Yeah, yeah. But they're like 60 grand, but there's new stuff out saying they're dropping the prices down, because nobody's buying them, basically. Like
yeah,
GM's got a bad rep going on with the Sierras, uh, Silverados, Denali's, it strings in the Cadillac, basically. Toyota's had issues. They're all having issues right now.
yeah,
On top of prices just being too goddamn high. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Over the last, like there's people, you can pick up a truck now that was available 2-3 years ago and save 20 or 10, 15 grand on it. In some cases 20 grand on the same damn vehicle.
yeah,
So a lot of people probably feel stupid for buying it 2 years ago, but I don't know. They're offering some great deals, 10 grand off, but you better save that for an engine.
yeah, yeah. But see, I mean, but it comes back down to what we were saying. I don't want a truck payment. I really don't, unless I absolutely. As I said, I rather buy an old, get my friend to look at it for me. As you said, $3,000 or $4,000 for an old pickup truck. That's all I need.
You're better off.
I'm not driving. I'm not driving hundreds of miles a day. I'm lucky if I do couple of hundred miles every 6 months. I drive to Jasper once or twice a month. The other times I'm just driving 4 miles down to my friend's house and 4 miles back. That's it. Well, I mean, I don't need much, but I need the truck and I need it to be 4-wheel drive. I mean, if you're going to get a 2-wheel drive truck, you might as well buy a car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't get the two. I mean, maybe I can see it if you live, I guess out somewhere where you never get snow.
Well, Florida,
something like that, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but other than that, it's a bad move.
Yeah. If you're gonna get a truck, get a 4-wheel drive, for Christ's sake. Be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I mean, if it's a little shit box delivery vehicle for in town or something, I guess that's something. But you need something capable, especially if you're in the north or anything like that, or you get bad weather, because shit happens in life.
That's right. And hell, I'm driving on gravel roads and shit out here. I need a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. Or if it's a work truck too, because even just simple things like moving shit around people's property, you can't be tearing up people's yards and shit with your little rubber band tires. Yeah, it's just not gonna be productive. Simple things like I tell you, you want to see me rolling around laughing. You got to see me looking at one of these rubber band trucks like stuck in a flat grass like driveway or something, just a yard where it's just grass and they can't even. That's like the stupidest thing. Like, dude, that'll have me rolling. I'll be out there getting people pissed off, laughing so hard and calling them a freaking idiot. Like, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Spend all that money, jack your shit up, put all that pretty shit on there, and stick some rubber bands on your goddamn truck. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I was talking about that where I was driving on gravel roads down here, like when my son came and visited me. He said, I don't remember. He said he was here when he was younger. I mean, I'm talking about, I don't know, 10, 11 years old last time I was here. He's almost 40 now, and he goes, I don't remember these gravel roads. I said, yeah, well, I said, it hasn't changed. I said, he goes, this is like the Dukes of Hazzard, these roads here. I said, yeah, they are. I said, we don't have, I mean, not every road is blacktop here. We're out in the country. So you need a vehicle that can cover those, because it gets slippery out there sometimes. Plus, when it's really raining bad and the ditches alongside the road fill up and the water comes over, and you need something to get through that shit. So anyway, that's where we're at. So I spent nearly a whole hour here of just talking about my troubles. Good, as I said, but the good things are my legs healed. Got to go Friday just to get signed off from the doctor. And what else? Yeah. Legs healed. Don't have a car. The hobbies are going to have to go on the back burner for a little while till I sort myself out and save some money. See, Rob, you are right. Should have saved some money for a rainy day. This is it. This is the rainy day. But there we go.
You threw another factor in the mix, so you got to account for more shit that's going to come up. That's just the way it is. Whether you're a parent, a boyfriend, a husband, whatever. As soon as you take on responsibility, start allowing other people around your stuff, they're going to break a dish. They're going to use your favorite towel to wipe up something the dog did.
Oh, hey.
They're going to do that type of shit, man. It's just inevitable. They're going to total your truck and say, I don't know what happened. The Mothman came out. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
this is
the perfect example.
Yeah. You're right. So there we go. Oh, don't make me depressed. So I gotta laugh.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, at least you didn't come on saying your house burnt down and you're sitting in your truck trying to do some Starlink thing for your show.
Good, yeah, you're right there. So what am I looking for? Oh, there we go. It's all right. I've just forgot to get my document for my my gun quiz. I call it gun quiz. Sometimes it's not about guns, but here we go. So I was looking for it. I forgot to open it up, my document. I need to start a new document. This here is I don't know, about 40 pages of all different questions I've asked over the years. So I've even asked a couple of them twice. So, all right. I got that, and it's almost quitting time, so I'm going to do the quiz here. So, the quiz, the swag pack is next week, because I think next Wednesday is the 5th, and that's the first Wednesday of the month. So, for the swag pack, and the question is, where is it? Here it is. It wasn't that difficult. It's to do with the most, well, I think it still is, the most expensive firearm ever sold at auction was the firearm that was owned by Pat Garrett that killed Billy the Kid. What I want to know is its serial number, what caliber it was, and what, not make per se, but like was it a 4-inch barrel, 8-inch barrel, that kind of thing is what I'm after. So serial number, what caliber was it, and what, for lack of a better word, what length of barrel did it have? And that is to email me at rickslife@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com by next Wednesday, and you're being for the drawing for the swag pack. I think I got the usual suspects. I think there's 2 or 3 I've already entered. So, so you got to next Wednesday, everybody, to answer that question. And I got and Mike, the answer I'm using is what I got from Google. I'm not saying they're correct, but that's what I'm using. So there we go. That's for the quiz. So you got anything you want to finish up with here, New York Outcast? Any thoughts of wisdom, You walked off away from
No, I was just getting yelled at. Sorry. Thoughts of wisdom. Be cautious who you let drive your vehicles. Eat a salad. And if you buy a wood chipper, don't tell anybody.
I had salad last night, by the way.
Good.
And actually, I might go have some here in a minute. I saw some in the fridge before I came in here, and I haven't eaten yet.
I ate salad yesterday too.
Yeah.
Diced chicken on top, black olives, feta cheese, tomatoes. All types of stuff. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so that's it. I don't have any words of wisdom. Don't let somebody else drive your vehicle. And because if they total it and you only have liability, you're fucked. And guess who's fucked? I am. So, and what made it worse, because when I was talking to the garage where the car is at, and they go, well, your insurance will pay for the tow. And I looked at my policy. I don't have towing. I went, because I don't drive anywhere, so I went to where I just got the state bare minimum to make it legal. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I even fucked myself on that too. Oh well. That's life. But more than likely, I'm more likely to do this. I haven't told my insurance company yet, right? Are they going to put my insurance up, even though, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so. Not if you don't file a claim. I wasn't
planning on it,
but
I wasn't even planning on telling them it was totaled. I was just going to cancel the insurance. I was going to do it online.
Yeah, that'd probably be a better way to do it.
Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to call it quits, guys. I'm sorry it wasn't a very interesting show tonight, just talking about my woes. But that's life, as Rick knows it. So with that, I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I will be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. And don't forget, it's the quiz drawing next week. So get that emails into me, and I will see you all then. So with that, I'm going to say good night, everybody. Good night, Sabrina.